Abdur Kull Shayuwat be Shamus Temta. Begin all things by using the all. Rawat. I'm Sekhmis Bennu. This is my SF-181 experience video. I would like to give reverence, praise, and honor to my ancestors first and foremost, and to the Plenipotentiary of Atlan Land of the Frogs and Magister and Right of the United Kingdom, Commonwealth, and the planet called Earth, Chief Nanya Shaabu, registered copyright trademark of Atsikata Nation of Yamassee Moors, the first to discover the SF-181 in 2007 and the only one capable of guiding others through it. I discovered Chief's videos in 2018 doing research, sorting through multiple informational videos. As my curiosity piqued, the fact that was highlighted more than anything was that black has no standing at law, and made everything click and make sense as far as why blacks are treated and disregarded within the rights they can't and don't have to enforce for themselves. The word black is not found in the Black's Law Dictionary, nor is it respected in the world of commerce. Being black in commerce means you are dead in the eyes of the law. In Black's Law Dictionary, this would be considered civilitas mortuus. Going into detail, the definition for dark people has been changed over time from Negro to Black or African American and is endorsed by the U.S. Department of Education, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the National Institute of Health, the Integrated Post-Secondary Data System, and the American Association of Collegiate Registrars and Admissions Officers, a CRO. The definition we see today for Black or African American is a person having origins in any of the Black racial groups of Africa. As we have come to learn, there are no Black racial groups of Africa. I repeat, there are no Black racial groups of Africa. People from Africa would have the title for themselves based on the tribe, clan, or village they come from, like Zulu out of South Africa, the Kara tribe of Ethiopia, or even the Himba tribe of Namibia, which they could also be considered South African, Ethiopian, Namibian, along with tribes out of other countries like Ghanaian, Nigerian, Egyptian, so on and so forth. In addition to this, according to the Dred Scott decision of March 6, 1857, the United States Supreme Court held that the United States Constitution was not meant to include American citizenship for people of African descent, regardless of whether they were enslaved or free. And so the rights and privileges that the Constitution confers upon American citizens could not apply to them. And this case has never been overturned till this day. Even Barack Obama does not consider himself black, as he appeared on the Tom Joyner show in 2008. He says, quote, "Tom, I don't look at myself as the first black president because the word black has no standing at law," end quote. I, Sekhmis Bennu, identify as American Indian and white. Doing my own research within my family history, I found I am of Choctaw and Blackfoot descent from both sides of my family. The definition for American Indian or Alaska Native, according to the definition of category on the SF-181, is a person having origins in any of the original peoples of North and South America, including Central America, and who maintains tribal affiliation or community attachment. The definition for white is a person having origins in any of the original peoples of Europe, the Middle East, or North Africa. Europe is named after the Ethiopian princess Europa. Middle East and North Africa are one and the same, and the original European or Caucasian is the Nilotic Negro, originating as a dark being. I would also like to point out the first question on the SF-181 that asks, are you Hispanic or Latino? A person of Cuban, Mexican, Puerto Rican, South or Central American, or other Spanish culture or origin, regardless of race. The etymology of Hispanic, according to Olaner, is pertaining to Spain, especially ancient Spain, 1580s. Old English Latin in Latin from Latin, Latinus, Latin, Roman in Latin, literally belonging to Latium, the region of Italy around Rome, a name of uncertain origin. I am not Hispanic or Latin. I am American Indian and white, and I am not black. According to the first paragraph in the SF-181, ethnicity and race information is requested under the authority of 42 USC Section 2000E-16 and in compliance with the Office of Management and Budget 1997 revision of the standards for the classification of federal data on race and ethnicity. Providing this information is voluntary and has no impact on your employment status. But in the instance of missing information, your employing agency will attempt to identify your race and ethnicity by visual observation. If you don't self-identify, any officer, agent, business, etc. can identify you based off of visual perception, which is why it's important to fill this form out and give international notice. This is in accord with Article 3 of United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples. It states indigenous people have the right to self-determination. By virtue of that right, they freely determine their political status and freely pursue their economic, social, and cultural development. This is also aligned with the International Decade for Peoples of African Descent with the theme of recognition, justice, and development. If you would like to learn more, send an email to Saaset Taruret, registered copyright trademark. If you want to get put on the list for the indigenous standing process, contact ASP webinar at Proton Mail or Atsikata at gmail.com to meet everybody on Mondays at 7 p.m. as Chief Nanya Shaabu, registered copyright trademark, takes great care to guide everyone through the process. You can call 1-587-501-7262 or you can call the chief directly at 1-587-712-0639. As Chief Nanya Shaabu, registered copyright and trademark, says, let freedom be your motivation. With much appreciation and consideration, I give you my best. Wadu.